Walking into the office for another day. We've got about 3 weeks until mid-December when all business halts. Now's the time to double down. Now's the time to do those activities you don't like doing, like prospecting, mining, cold calling. I put in so many efforts and activities yesterday. I found new people to call, sent a lot of emails, I made my calls, and we're gonna repeat it all again here today. It's currently 6:46 p.m. I'm just finishing up my day. I went absolutely berserk for the last hour, adding 1 million people to my sequence. The more people you prospect, the more emails you're gonna send, the more cold calls you're gonna make. The problem with this that I'm realizing is that the more emails I send, I'm not always getting the responses I want. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about 7 first line emails you want to avoid in your emails. This was based on research I just did in a HubSpot article that I think you guys are gonna find really interesting. If you're looking to increase your email response rates, go ahead and hit the like button below for good luck. And believe me, it's gonna result in a lot of pipeline for you. Let's go ahead and take a look at the article. I'm gonna break it down and talk you guys through it. Ultimately, in sales, it's a numbers game. The more efficient you can become with your emails, the more effective you're gonna be. So the less emails you're gonna have to send, the more meetings you're gonna set. So ultimately, great messaging is really important and will help you make more money, help you get promoted faster. And that's what we're all about on this channel, trying to get better. And that's why we're still here in the office looking to get better. And I wanna help you guys as much as I can. The number one first line in the email you want to avoid is "my name is." An example of this would be, "My name is Trent Dressel. I'm an account executive at Qualtrics." First and foremost, the prospects don't care what your name is. If they wanted to know your name, they would be able to find it right there in the email. This is just super bland and distasteful. Fortunately, this is something I don't do. Some of the other points I do, and it was a realization of, okay, I need to stop doing that. And also, if you stick around until the end of the video, I'm gonna share with you guys my current email, very first email in my key sequence that I send to most of my prospects. And I'd be curious to hear y'all's feedback on that. Fortunately, I don't make any of these mistakes, but don't start with "my name is." They don't care. It's not gonna be effective. It's bland, and it's immediately gonna turn them off. So make sure to avoid that. Number 2, "I work for XYZ." This is even more distasteful than number 1. This comes off immediately as super salesy. If you work for maybe a big Fortune 10 or 50 company, I work for Google, I work for Apple, maybe it's gonna resonate, but for most of you guys out there, your prospects have not heard of your companies, they don't know who you are, and just take that out. Don't say "I work for," because that does not matter. Just take that out and go to whatever your second sentence is in the email, and believe me, it will help. I never do that as well. It just comes off as kind of tacky, and hey, I'm here to sell you something, and they don't wanna feel like they're sold. Number 3 is, "Did you know?" Did you know most US workers have an average of 199 unread emails in their inbox? If you knew that, go ahead and subscribe to the channel for more sales videos. In reality, guys, prospects will not just drop everything and say, "Oh, wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that, but I want to know more." I think that there's a fine line with this, because something I have seen some success with that I think is tasteful. Sometimes I'll put subject line, "Qualtrics research finds," and I'll send a relevant article that is relevant to the buyer persona. I think if you're doing this solely to add value and not make an ask, I think it can resonate. But when you go into this, typically they're gonna say, "Yeah, I'm not here to watch an infomercial. I don't care. Archive, delete your email, not respond." Number 4, and keep in mind, guys, these are awful first sentences that are killing your outreach emails. So you want to avoid these. So I hope you're taking notes right now. Number 4 is, "Congrats on becoming the new CEO." I'm guilty as charged. This is a mistake I have made. Anytime I see a new prospect that leaves a company that goes to a new company or gets a promotion, that's big. That's a compelling event. Maybe they're now the decision maker and you can reach out to them. I've said this a lot. Anytime someone gets promoted, I say, "Hey, congrats on the promotion." And pretty much what it's saying here is a trigger event based on recent relevant circumstances is important, but it's really just a hollow and a lazy opening. You should take it to the next level by saying, "Hey, congratulations on getting funding. I read that you recently secured 1.5 million and blah, blah, blah." If you say congrats with additional context, I think that can be tasteful. But when you just go to the initial congrats on, and it just surface level, I think it will work for some prospects, but according to the HubSpot article, they're saying it kills response rates. So you'll have to be the judge for yourself. Number 5, I've been thinking. And what it says here is they're actually really savage in this article. What they say is, so when you start the line of, I've been thinking, blah, 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 your friends care about what you're thinking. Your prospects do not care about what you're thinking. So to me, I don't think this will resonate, because when you email someone else and say, I believe, I think, you're saying what you care about. You need to frame your messaging in the context of what the prospects cares about. So based on your role of XYZ, it seems like you may care about this. Here's another customer story of how we helped with XYZ, blah, blah, blah. Emails are a lot of fun, guys. There's no one right definitive way to do it. So processes like these hopefully help us refine our approach to continuously become more effective. If you're getting value out of this video, make sure to smash the like button. It helps with the algorithm. We're trying to get this to as many people as possible. We're looking to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Shameless plug, just like you do in your emails. You got to make the ask to the prospect. Number 6, guilty as charged here. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. I hope you had a great long weekend. It's surface level, but the thing is, I think it's social etiquette in a way. If I've spoken with someone and I've actually made the connection, I think it's in play to say this. I think it's in play because I think it just tells them, hey, I care. I've been thinking about you. But if it's a net new prospect that you've never spoken with, I think it's distasteful. I think it's super surface level, and it's something I would try and avoid. And finally, 7, did you find what you were looking for? ? I think this is a mistake a lot of inexperienced SDRs make, especially on inbound. Someone downloads content and you just email, did you find what you were looking for? I think it shows good intention, but it's just super vague, and it's not a great question to ask, and something I see with a lot of reps. I know we're talking about first sentence in the emails, but a lot of the time you'll send an email and then your next email will be automated and you'll say, what were your thoughts on the previous email? Or sorry I didn't hear back. I hope I'm not in the wrong place. These are just super passive, super service level, and I don't think they resonate, and they're gonna kill your response rates. Finally, the time you guys have been waiting for, I'm gonna share my exact email right now. Let me know what you think. I don't have a huge sample size, so the actual response rates aren't great right now, but we're still working through it. The subject line is boost employee retention. And also, I'm gonna link a video to the 9 persuasive email templates you can use. I actually built this email template based off of that, so I'd recommend you go check out that video. There's been a lot of great feedback on it to go a little bit deeper. My subject line is boost employee retention. So it's got a pretty good open rate, and it talks about the outcome. Keep it 3 words. Hey, first name. Is unwanted employee attrition stopping your team from reaching its goals? I don't know if I love this, but it's what I learned in a previous article. So you're essentially framing the problem. And then I say value prop right here. And then as I research XYZ company, I see one big way where Qualtrics can help enhance your company culture, because that's what I'm selling to, HR, people, buyer personas. Insert additional value prop and business outcome. Does it, and then here's what a lot of people have data around, a passive ask versus a direct call to action. Based on my research, it shows that this is how you should frame it. Does it make sense to discuss how Qualtrics can help you with your employee experience priorities? You could just insert your company name and what you're talking about there. All the best, Trent. Let me know what you guys think. That's the email I send word for word. Reach out to me on LinkedIn if you have any follow-up questions that you want to go more in depth. I'd be happy to share anything with you. Of course, subscribe to the channel for more sales videos. Hit the like button now, thumbs up if you got value out of this video. And of course, let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of this template? What is working for you? And yeah, you'd brighten out my day by dropping a comment down below. So I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.